Well, in this chapter, we're going to talk about several models. One is your Bertrand model. We're going to talk about Cournot model. Stackelberg model. Then there are other issues related with this. One is your product differentiation. Right. I think then you have tacit collusion. Clear. And then you also have something which is called entry deterrence. Entry deterrence. So these are the things we're going to talk about in this chapter. Clear. So let's see how we'll deal with this. This is a lengthy chapter. This may have several parts, so let's look at it. But this is a very interesting and a very important chapter, right? So we'll pick up one by one. Clear. I'll pick up the Bertrand model first, and all of these are the models of oligopoly. Oligopoly. So there are several firms in the market. There are several firms in the market as opposed to perfect competition and monopoly. In perfect competition, there are many firms. There are infinite firms. While in monopoly, there is only one firm. While in oligopoly, there are several firms. So when there are several firms, so they're not too much, they're not too less. So for example, there are 3-4 firms and they are competing with each other. So okay, let's take up the simplest example. You and I are 2 firms. So I need to know what are your decisions about price and quantity. Then only I'll set my price and quantity. Clear? So this interdependence is what we are going to look at in this chapter clearly. So let's look at the first model, which is a Bertrand model. All right, Bertrand. Bertrand model. Right. So there are 2 identical firms in this market. There are 2 identical firms. I equals to 1, 2. And they are producing a homogeneous good. Right? They are producing a homogeneous good. Homogeneous good means, which is completely same in all respects. You can also say that these are perfect substitutes. Like, they'll behave like perfect substitutes. So behaving like perfect substitute means whichever is cheaper, you will buy that. Right? Whichever is cheaper, you will buy that. That's what you do in perfect substitutes. Now, this model is a price game. So we're going to talk about how the 2 firms, they're going to play under prices, right? When they're going to play for prices, how are they going to behave? So, and when they are perfect substitutes, all sales go to the form,